Hello, and welcome to today's episode of the Channel's Book Club. We are in the Global Money Week, an annual international money awareness celebration which takes place between March 9th and 17th. Since it's a week focused on money for young people, we decided to invite a guest we have had once on this show, who is a co-author of two excellent books on financial literacy for children, ABC of Financial Intelligence for Kids and ABC of Financial Intelligence for Toddlers. She is Gbonjubola Sanni, a financial analyst, advisor, and auditor. Gbonjubola is a financial literacy advocate for children. She teaches financial intelligence and entrepreneurship in schools, workshops, seminars, and social media platforms. Gbonjubola joined us to talk a bit more about her books, writing on financial literacy for children, and the Global Money Week. Enjoy the interview. Gbonju, it's nice to have you back on the Channel's Book Club.
Thank you very much. I'm also very happy to be here again.
Great, thank you for coming.
Thank you.
I mean, this is Global Money Week.
Yes.
And so we thought, let's talk a bit about money, especially for young people.
Yeah.
And you've been here on the show, and we absolutely enjoyed reading and sharing your book for toddlers. ABC of Financial Intelligence for Toddlers, that's what you wrote. Why is it important, to teach children about money? It sounds like a question with an obvious answer, but I'm keen on getting an answer from you, particularly considering the fact that you took the time to actually write two books, to teach young children about financial literacy.
Okay, one of the observations I had was the fact that many people, adults, are not financially literate. And, it stems from the foundation. The things children get to pick from their parents and people around them is what they get to do at the end of the day. So, just the same way we teach children to read, teach children good manners, stable manners, how to speak properly, how to walk, how to do a number of things, the same way we are supposed to teach children about money.
I can understand ABC of Financial Intelligence for kids, 5 to 12 years old.
Okay.
Now, the one that is a bit complex is ABC of Financial Intelligence for toddlers. Toddlers. Why toddlers? Do you think they can understand some of the concepts, money concepts, that we want to teach young people?
Yes, a toddler can. Part of what I did, before getting to writing the book was a lot of research. And one of the questions I asked myself was, at what point can a child begin to learn about money? And what I discovered was the fact that as soon as a child can count, then you can teach the concept of money. A toddler can count. From 2 years, children can count. Yeah. And, words begin to form at that point. That's when they begin to say things like mommy, daddy, and all that. And most of the times when I ask toddlers this question, what do you do with money? All they know about money is spend. That's the misconception. They don't know about savings. They don't know about sharing with other people. They know only about spending. And if we begin from now to help children to understand that money is not just about spending, it starts with earning it, that's making the money. Then you should think about saving because there's a future ahead. And then you should also think about the less privileged around you. Only after those three should you think about spending, which is the contrary that we have.
Are these not complex concepts? I'm thinking of toddlers there. I mean, playing with toys and playing with all sorts of.
Interestingly,
are they not complex concepts for toddlers?
It's not complex. You go to the basic of just saying you need money to buy your clothes.
Or ice cream.
Or
I
ice cream.
I think ice cream will make more sense to them.
Do you want to have a lot of toys? How do you go about it? You go about it by saving regularly.
Are there other books out there like yours on financial intelligence for kids? It sounds to me like a very important subject, but not a subject that has been thoroughly dealt with you know, by educators and writers and so on?
Okay, a number of the books that I've seen that's been written has been written for adults, which I think this is also was written for adults to be able to train children to do it, not particularly for children themselves. But we have quite a number of foreign books. We have books written by Robert Kiyosaki. I think a number of them are from the toddlers, from the teenage stage. You have Rich Dad, Poor Dad for teenagers. You have, then there's this Bonnie series. So you have one on money. I've seen that before. Then there's also this book, the kids business book, but most of these books are foreign books that teaches about entrepreneurship. I know there are also story books, you know, these stories about maybe tortoise and things like that, that teaches the concepts about money, different concepts about money, maybe savings. We have quite a bit, but most of them just touch on a part of it, not, you know, teaching the whole concepts, just the way these books have done.
So I like the concept. So you then define certain, you take words
Every letter of the
related
alphabet.
to money.
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
okay. Every
Every
letter of the alphabet has a
has
definition.
a word
So,
associated with it. So instead of just saying A for apple, B for ball, these are, you know, using the sounds of the alphabet and picking a word. So we have A for assets.
okay.
Like that.
And there is kobo here. Kobo is the smallest unit of the Nigerian naira.
Interesting.
Now, where will you get kobo to illustrate this? I've not seen
I have
a
coins.
kobo in a long
I
time.
still keep coins.
Okay.
For this purpose, I have some coins that I use
Okay,
when I'm
interesting.
with children.
Interesting. Now, I suppose that adults adults will help toddlers understand these definitions.
Generally,
That's
toddlers,
the idea, right?
Yes, toddlers are just beginning to read, you know, so the concept is help the child to make the sound, to pronounce the word, and then explain what it means. So the definitions there are actually for the adults to be able to explain what the word actually means to the child.
Interesting. So what are you writing currently? Is there any other thing you are writing currently?
I'm
Do you
working on-
plan to write more like
on-
this for children, for young
Yes, I'm working on one currently for
adults?
teens, and then another one for women. Yes.
And that's also connected to, you've got a background in banking, is that correct?
No,
Or
finance.
finance?
Yes.
Yes. So
Financial
that's also
audits.
connected to that.
Yes, yes. Being
So-
financially prudent.
And that's consistent with the stories of writers generally. If you ask writers how they started writing or why they wrote what they wrote,
Okay.
usually they will tell you it's born out of experiences or observations or something in their backgrounds.
Yeah.
Is that correct?
Yes, yes. That's exactly what happened to me. And then I also saw, you know, the experiences of my parents, my own experience, and then looking around me also, I see so many professionals making so much money, and, you know, the different issues that's happened in the economy, the banking sector and all, and people got laid off and they can't get their footing even though they've earned so much money. And, you know, maybe also what helped me as an individual was the fact that I write a lot. So I've written every income I've made since I started making money.
Whoa.
Yes. And, and it's on Excel.
Every income.
Yes, that I've made. So it just occurred to me after working for 7 years, I looked at it and I couldn't believe it. So I've made so much money.
But
Where is it?
saved nothing.
So that's where it all started. And I just decided I'm going to save, I'm going to ensure my money works for me, I'll do this. But you know, when you talk to people, they don't understand it. Even though they see the ills around, they still keep making the mistakes over and over again. So
And the problem is not learning it early enough. Hence, you wrote this book.
Yes.
Fantastic. Gbonju, thank you for joining us once
Thank you
again
very
on the
much.
Channels Book Club. Always a pleasure having you.
Thank you.
Thank you.